I stood frozen in the hallway of my sister's cozy suburban home in Seattle, my fingers still gripping the old brass key I'd just turned in the lock. The muffled sounds from inside the bathroom, splashing water, soft laughter turning to urgent whispers, echoed like a nightmare I couldn't wake from. My heart hammered against my ribs, a slow-building storm of rage and heartbreak churning inside me. This was supposed to be a day of celebration. Balloons floating in the living room downstairs, a custom carrot cake with cream cheese frosting waiting on the counter. But now, I'd trapped two traitors in there. Two people who'd ripped my sister's world apart without a second thought. Let me pull you back. Whisper the details that led to this moment. Because betrayal like this doesn't explode out of nowhere, it simmers, hidden in plain sight, until someone strikes the match. It all started that crisp October morning. The kind where the Pacific Northwest fog clings to everything like unspoken secrets. I woke up early, buzzing with excitement for Emily's 35th birthday surprise. As her younger sister by 5 years, I'd always been the planner, the one who turned ordinary days into memories. Emily, my rock, was a high school English teacher, the type who inspired kids to love Shakespeare and question the world. She'd been married to Marcus for 6 years, a corporate lawyer who charmed everyone with his quick wit and seeming devotion. He was always there for her late-night grading sessions, bringing her coffee and massaging her shoulders. Or so we thought. I had a spare key to their craftsman-style house in the quiet neighborhood of Ballard, practical for feeding their cat when they traveled or just popping in for sisterly chats. The plan was foolproof: arrive at 9 a.m. while Emily was at school prepping for classes, deck the place out, and have guests trickle in by noon. She'd get home around 1 p.m., walk into a sea of happy birthday shouts, and we'd all toast to another year. I'd loaded my car with streamers, personalized photo banners from our family trips, and that cake, her absolute favorite, dense and spicy, just like Mom used to make. But as I pulled into the driveway, I spotted Olivia's sleek SUV already parked there. Olivia, Emily's closest friend since their undergrad days at the University of Washington. They'd bonded over late-night study sessions and shared dreams of changing the world, Emily through education, Olivia as a graphic designer for a trendy ad firm. Olivia had been Emily's shoulder through everything, our mom's cancer scare 2 years back, the long nights when Emily doubted her teaching career. She was like an aunt to me, family in every way but blood. Or so I'd believed. Why was she here so early? Maybe she'd had the same idea, to help set up and make it extra special. That was Olivia, always one step ahead, always thoughtful. I slipped in quietly through the side door, arms full, not wanting to spoil any surprises she might be prepping. The house was eerily still. No clatter of dishes or hum of music, just the faint drip of a faucet somewhere upstairs. Olivia? I called softly, setting my bags down in the sunlit kitchen. No response. That's when I noticed Marcus's leather briefcase on the counter, next to his phone charger. My stomach twisted, a subtle knot of unease. Marcus had texted the family group chat last night, complaining about a packed schedule of client meetings downtown. Gonna be buried in depositions all morning, he'd said. So why was his stuff here? Rational thoughts flooded in. Maybe he'd forgotten it and looped back. Maybe a colleague picked him up. But the air felt thick, charged with something wrong. Then came the sounds, water running from the master bath upstairs. Not a quick shower, but the deep fill of a tub, accompanied by low murmurs. Two voices, intimate and relaxed. My feet moved on their own, each step up the creaky wooden stairs building a quiet dread in my chest. The hallway steamed with the scent of jasmine, Emily's luxury bath salts, the ones she saved for spa nights after tough weeks. The door was cracked just enough, a sliver of light spilling out. I shouldn't have looked. God, I wish I hadn't. But I did, pushing it open a fraction more. And there they were, Marcus and Olivia, submerged in bubbles. His hand tracing lazy circles on her back, her fingers intertwined with his. Empty champagne flutes balanced on the tub's edge, one smudged with Olivia's signature plum lipstick. Candles flickered around them, casting warm glows on the tiled walls, the same candles Emily and Marcus had bought on their anniversary trip to Napa. The world narrowed to a pinprick. This was my sister's husband, her best friend. In her home, using her things, mocking her trust. The betrayal hit like a slow poison, seeping into every memory. Olivia planning Emily's bridal shower, Marcus vowing eternal love at the altar while Olivia stood as maid of honor. 8 years of friendship, 6 of marriage, all crumbling in that steam-filled room. My breath caught. A silent scream building. They didn't notice me, their world was just each other. Laughing about some inside joke. Oblivious to the wreckage they were creating. I backed away, heart pounding. And my hand found the exterior lock, an antique quirk of the 1920s house that Emily always laughed about. Who locks a bathroom from outside? It's like a bad horror movie, she'd say. Click. The bolt slid home. Soft but final. They didn't hear it over the water and their whispers. Downstairs, I paced the living room. The birthday setup mocking me, balloons tied to chairs. A playlist of Emily's favorite indie tracks queued up. My phone felt like a weapon in my hand. Tell Emily? Tell Ryan. Olivia's husband of 3 years. A dedicated ER doctor who worked grueling shifts saving lives? They deserved the truth. Raw and undeniable. No phone calls where lies could slither in. They needed to see it. To burn the image into their souls. Upstairs. The first signs of panic, the door handle jiggling. Marcus's voice sharp. Olivia. Did you lock this? Her confused reply. The rattling grew frantic. A drumbeat to my racing thoughts. I dialed Emily first. My voice barely steady. She picked up mid-laugh from the school lounge. Sophia? Everything okay? I'm buried in essays here. Emily. You need to come home. Now. The words tumbled out, laced with urgency. She pressed, fear creeping into her tone. But I held firm. Just trust me. Please. She promised 15 minutes. Next. Ryan, I didn't have his cell. So I called the hospital switchboard, my voice cracking as I asked for him urgently. When he answered, professional and calm. I laid it bare, Ryan. It's Sophia. You need to get to Emily's house. Olivia's here with Marcus. You have to see it yourself. Silence stretched. Then his voice, low and edged. What do you mean with? I repeated it. The words tasting like ash. They're in the tub. Locked in. Come now. He hung up without another word. 10 minutes felt like eternity. The banging upstairs intensified, something heavy slamming against the door. Their voices rising in alarm. Is someone there? Help. I ignored them, staring out the window at the rainy street. Emily's compact car screeched in first, her face pale as she burst through the door in her teacher attire, cardigan over a blouse. Sensible flats. Sophia. What the hell? Are you hurt? Before I could respond, Ryan's pickup roared up. He strode in, rain-dampened scrubs clinging, his usually kind eyes stormy. Emily whirled. Ryan? What's going on? As if scripted. Marcus's plea echoed down. Hello? We're stuck. Then Olivia, please. The locks jammed. Emily's color drained. She stared upward, piecing it together like a puzzle from hell. Marcus. He's supposed to be at the office. And Olivia. Recognition dawned. A slow horror twisting her features. Ryan was already storming upstairs, Emily trailing in a daze. Me behind them like a shadow. At the door, Ryan's hand hovered on the lock. His breathing controlled fury. Olivia? Her voice quavered through the wood. Ryan? Oh God. Get us out. Us, he growled. Silence. Then Marcus. Hey. Buddy. This is a misunderstanding. Ryan's calm shattered. In the tub with my wife's best friend's husband? Explain that. Whispers inside, frantic scrambling. Water sloshing. Emily slumped against the wall. Whispering denials. Her world cracking. I unlocked the door. It swung open to reveal them, towels clutched. Hair dripping. The room reeking of jasmine and shame. Clothes piled haphazardly. Glasses tipped over. Emily's gasp was a knife. Marcus stepped forward. Emily. Let me, but she recoiled. Eyes blazing. In our home? On my birthday? Olivia sobbed. I'm sorry. It just happened. Ryan's voice thundered. 8 months? That's not happening. That's choosing to destroy us every day. The confession spilled like venom. 8 months of stolen moments. Lies layered on family dinners. Holidays where Olivia hugged Emily while planning escapes with Marcus. Emily's hand flew to her mouth. But then she revealed her own secret, a positive pregnancy test from her purse. 7 weeks. I was announcing today. The room imploded. Marcus blanched. Olivia wailed. Emily's rage built slow. Then erupted. She smashed a vase. Screamed them out. Vowing divorce and custody. Ryan dragged Olivia away. His own marriage in ruins. As they fled, Emily turned to me. Shattered but stealing. They'll pay for this. Not with violence, with truth exposed. Lives stripped bare. In the weeks that followed, the tension simmered into a calculated storm. Emily didn't crumble. Her pain fueled a quiet revenge. Raw and unflinching. She filed for divorce first. Hiring a shark of a lawyer who unearthed Marcus's hidden assets, offshore accounts funded by business trips that were really getaways with Olivia. He thought he could play house with her while I played the fool, Emily whispered to me one night. Her voice a dagger's edge over herbal tea. We sat in my small apartment in Capitol Hill, where she'd crashed since that day, unable to face the house's ghosts. The betrayal's silence had been the worst, those 8 months where Olivia feigned concern over Emily's fertility struggles, all while twisting the knife deeper. Emily's therapist sessions became her battlefield, unpacking the psychological scars, the paranoia that every friend hid secrets, the nights replaying memories for red flags she'd missed. I trusted too easily, she'd say, her eyes distant. Like Mom taught us, give people the benefit of the doubt. But doubt is a luxury I can't afford anymore. Her actions spoke louder. She exposed the affair to their shared circles, not with gossip, but facts. Work colleagues. Mutual friends. Even Marcus's firm partners got anonymous emails with timestamps from hotel receipts. Marcus's career teetered. Whispers of unethical conduct cost him clients. Olivia's design firm sidelined her. Clients pulling projects amid the scandal. They built their love on our pain, Emily said. Her voice building to a controlled fury. Now let them choke on the fallout. Ryan, too, pursued his own path, divorcing Olivia swiftly under Washington's no-fault laws, but pushing for alimony reversal when evidence showed her infidelity predated their vows. He and Emily formed an unlikely alliance, sharing evidence over coffee meetings that turned into support sessions. We were the collateral damage, Ryan confided once, his ear-honed stoicism cracking. But Emily's pregnancy anchored her, a beacon amid the chaos. Morning sickness hit hard, but she'd rub her growing belly and murmur, "You're my fresh start, little one." We shopped for cribs, painted nursery walls in soft blues, acts of defiance against the ruin. The climax came at the mediation hearing, a sterile courtroom where emotions boiled under fluorescent lights. Marcus begged for shared custody, Olivia lurking in the hall like a ghost. Emily stood tall, her testimony a slow unraveling. You didn't just cheat, you erased me. Every lie was a choice to wound. The judge ruled in her favor, primary custody. The house sold with proceeds skewed her way. Child support locked in. Marcus's face crumpled. Olivia's pleas for forgiveness fell on deaf ears. Emily walked out, head high, but later collapsed in my arms. The cost evident, trust forever scarred. Innocence lost. Months later, in her new townhouse overlooking Puget Sound, Emily cradled her newborn son, naming him after our late dad. Revenge isn't sweet, she whispered as I rocked him. It's necessary. It cleared the poison so we could heal. The betrayal's echoes lingered, sleepless nights questioning loyalties, a hardened heart wary of new bonds. But in that quiet resilience, a new family bloomed, paid for in tears and truth. The price of choices? High, but worth every scar for the freedom it bought.